Welcome back to another Midnight Tale. Here's the Reflection Room. Midnight Tales, the Reflection Room. Naomi sat hunched at her desk, the glow of her laptop washing her face in pale light. The cursor blinked on the empty page like it was mocking her. God, she muttered, rubbing her temples. I just need a break. I need to get myself together. She leaned back in her chair and gave a bitter laugh. I wish I had a twin, somebody I could just switch places with. The laptop flickered. Static rippled across the screen before her browser refreshed itself, opening a listing she hadn't searched for. The Reflection Room, a quiet countryside retreat. The photos made her breath catch, antique charm, cozy lighting, rolling hills outside every window. Naomi scrolled faster, heart thudding, until her eyes locked on the reserve button. A strange urgency gripped her chest. She clicked without hesitation. The confirmation glowed back at her. For a split second, she swore her reflection in the black border of the screen didn't move with her. Friday, arrival. The countryside opened wide before her, swallowing the city miles behind. At exactly 3 p.m., Naomi's GPS announced, "You have arrived." The Airbnb was perfect. White shutters, a porch swing, a faint lavender breeze from the garden. Inside, mismatched furniture and antique rugs made the house feel alive with warmth. Each room had a mirror, oval, rectangular, gilt-framed. Instead of unsettling her, Naomi felt grateful, cozy, safe. This is perfect, she whispered. She grabbed her keys and headed into town for groceries, ready to settle in for the weekend. Saturday morning sunlight and coffee filled her morning. Naomi set up her laptop at the desk, determined to stay in her pajamas all day and finally get some writing done. Passing the hallway mirror, she froze. Her reflection lagged, just a beat behind, like a poor video feed. She waved her hand. The reflection followed. Late. Naomi clenched her jaw. Tired eyes, she muttered, forcing herself to the desk. But the sense of being watched clung to her skin. Hours later, she was lost in her work. The words flowed like water, faster than they had in months. She finally leaned back, stretching, and her reflection didn't move. In the mirror, it lifted her phone seconds before her real one lit up and buzzed. Naomi stared in horror. Then, one by one, more previews came, the curtain shifting before the breeze touched it, her laptop dimming before the cord slipped loose, her elbow knocking coffee before she spilled it. Every glimpse came true. By evening, Naomi's nerves were raw. She showered, then sat on the porch with tea and her laptop, crickets singing in the night. But that feeling returned. Heavy, watchful, every keystroke felt observed. She shut her laptop and forced herself to bed. Sleep was shallow, haunted by the weight of unseen eyes. Sunday morning, the warning. Naomi dragged herself to the kitchen, clinging to coffee like salvation. Passing the mirror, her reflection was already at the desk, coffee steaming beside it. Her stomach turned. Then her phone buzzed. Notification, 3:17 a.m. No app, no banner, just numbers. Her reflection suddenly stood behind her chair, eyes fixed over Naomi's shoulder. Slowly, it lifted a finger and pointed at the door. Click. The sound of the lock turning froze her blood. Naomi spun, nothing. The door was closed. Still. Her laugh was sharp, brittle. Old house, that's all. But when she looked back, her reflection was smiling. And then, movement. A shadow in the glass crossing the hall. Naomi bolted for the kitchen, wrenching drawers until her hand closed on a knife. She turned, back pressed to the wall, just as the front door creaked open. Her host stepped inside. The same friendly face from the profile picture, now twisted into something sharp and eager. You weren't supposed to see me, he whispered. Naomi's reflection lunged first, showing her the move. Knife raised. Heart pounding, Naomi followed. The blade missed by inches, but the shock on his face gave her a window. She sprinted down the hall, mirrors flashing previews. Duck, turn, hide. The house became a map of survival, each reflection guiding her seconds ahead. She barreled into the kitchen, the mirror pointing toward the window above the sink. Naomi hurled a chair beneath it, shoved the frame up, and climbed out just as he lunged. Glass tore at her arms, dirt slammed into her knees. She ran barefoot until the road met her. By the time police arrived, he was gone. She filed the report with shaking hands. The officers promised she was safe now. Back home, Naomi collapsed into bed in her apartment, city sounds humming outside her window. Exhaustion finally dragged her under. The mirror on her dresser caught the moonlight. Her reflection stirred awake, and then it smiled. See you next time.